Tears and regrets. A lot of people have lived a life of regrets over the years. There's a kind of life you're going to engage yourself into or engage yourself in that will bring you an eternal regret and tears. So many humans that God created, God gave them everything that require of them to live a successful life here on earth. But they took advantage of the good things that God gave to them by allowing Satan to deceive them, thereby bringing them to lifetime regrets and eternally tears. In everything that God gives to you, there is a reason for it. If, for example, God gives you beauty, there is a reason for the beauty. You are a woman that is beautiful. There is a reason for you to be beautiful. You are a man that looks so good, handsome. There is a reason for that, your handsomeness. Do not allow the worldly things to change your track, or the path that which God has laid for you, and the reason why He gave you those things that Satan have asked you to worship. Because when you overlooked at your beauty, there is a way you start worshiping yourself. Say, am I this beautiful? There is a difference between admiration and you being worshiping yourself. You can admire yourself, how beautiful, see how beautiful you are, and say, God, thank you for making me pretty. You can admire yourself, your handsomeness, and say, oh, thank you, Father, for making me a handsome man. But do not take advantage of it by using your beauty to function outside God's plans for you. So many beautiful ladies took advantage of their beauty and started using their beauty in satanic way. Satan will tell them you can use your beauty to fetch yourself millions of wealth. When Satan starts telling you the negative part of life, directing your path into negativity, you should start receiving the sign of destruction. Because Satan is always envious of humans here on earth. God gave you beauty for you to use it as soul winning. He gave you the beauty to use it to bring life that are in darkness into light. He did not give you beauty for you to start using it to flirt, sleep around with different men. One costly mistake in your life will cost you eternal regret and tears. Costly mistake. There are some mistakes that cannot be reversed. Even when God have grace, even when God grace is upon your life, there are some costly regrets that you can never reverse. Costly regrets. Little mistake that will cause your entire life to be miserable. costly mistake. So therefore, tears and regrets is real. Tears and regrets is real. The little mistake you will make in life, a costly mistake, can cost you can cost your entire life regrets and tears. You will just be crying day in, day out. And that is what Satan has been looking for, to ensure that that life that God gave to you perishes. It is his joy. Because in the book of John 10, it says he cometh to steal, kill, and to destroy. He never likes anything called human being. We are rival to Satan. When Satan sees human, he frightened. So everything that comes to his mind is to destroy that human being, that which God has created. He's always afraid of human competition. He's always afraid. He wants to be relevant at all time. But we that God have created and he gave power to serve as a hindrance to him. So therefore he looks for every possible means to bring down human being. And how does Satan bring down humans? He comes to you to sell an evil idea that looks beautiful to you. Like I said before in my prophecy, I said he will come to your heart. His target is your heart. The moment he gets at it, your body becomes secondary. So his primary target is the heart. He comes to you at the time you need something desperate. That's why it's not good for you to be desperate when you're in search of anything in life. You're in search of money, don't be desperate. You're in search of partner, don't be desperate. Just hand over everything that you are in search of to God. And when God steps in, everything becomes normal. Do not be desperate at anything that you're searching for. When Satan realizes that you are desperate, that is when he will come to you with a soft tone and present the things that you are searching for to you at a platter of gold as if they are real. And the moment you connect with it, you are doomed. Most of the time, most people who do satanic work and they now refine the name to be sex working, what they call it hookup, whatever. It is a spiritual trap that Satan positioned for you, taking advantage of your beauty by telling you that your beauty is enough for you to become great in life. Have you ever asked yourself, the beauty that I have today, who gave it to me? The looking good that I am in today, me being looking handsome and beautiful, who made it possible? God. He gave you those looks for you to make use of them to bring souls that Satan have snatched by depopulating hell and populating the kingdom of God. Do not allow Satan to sway you into doing carnal things that will bring you entire regret and tears in life. Do not be ignorant to the things of God, and do not fall prey to satanic advice. But because his mission is to make sure you to go down. His mission is to make sure that everything about you that God has given to you perishes. Oh, there was this beautiful sister that God gave beauty to. You need to see how beautiful she is. God gave her a beautiful body. Now, she was carried away by her beauty. At first, she was serving God with her life. She was a soul winner. In the process, men from nowhere started coming for her, asking her for a relationship. And she was carried away by the praises that these men were raining on her. Let me tell you, it's not every man that comes to you to rain praises at you that is a real human being. Even Satan and his agent also rain praises at the beautiful human soul that God created. So don't be carried away by praises. Oh, you look beautiful. You look take away. Oh, look at your sumptuous body. Oh, you can make a man to run crazy. Do not be carried away by such illicit ways. There are ways of trap that they want to use to frame you and cage you. And when they succeed, what happens? They push you to the world. They use you as a marketing tool to populate their kingdom. And in the process, they will be condemning your soul. Let me tell you, a prostitute, when you decide to become a prostitute, you are a marketing tool to Satan. They have captured your body to populate their kingdom, their demonic kingdom. Thereby, automatically, you are now a goddess of satanic kingdom. So every soul that comes to perch on you, they deposit and take away your blessing and deposit demonic and incurable diseases that will cost you tears and regret in the future. And after a while, you will not start running helter-skelter from one hospital to another, seeking for deliverance, seeking for healings. And they will tell you they don't know what is wrong with you. They will now start placing you on a drug, and in fact, an unending drugs intake. You will now start taking drugs. Thereby, the drugs they give to you is a trial and error because they don't know what is wrong with you. Everything that is happening to you is of the spirit. They have caged you, they have used you, and at the end they will dump you for you to suffer alone. Use your beauty to win soul to Christ. Use your beauty as a tool to depopulate hell. Use your beauty as a tool to bring people from captivity. Do not see your beauty as a means of self-enrichness. God that gave you beauty knows that He's going to enrich you. Because when you work for the Lord, He will bring forth to you a man that will honor thee, that will honor you, that will bless your life. because you are already a blessing. I'm waiting for the man that will come and bring forth those blessings that God deposited in you. Let me tell you, every woman out there, you are a bag of wealth that God created, and He gave to you, deposited everything that man need to survive with in your life. So that man that God has designed for you, the moment he finds you, everything that God deposited in your life will start coming out one after the other. Buildings, cars, money, numerous wealth. So all God required of you is for you to be patient and waiting for that partner. And the patience require you to abstain from sex. There is a blessing attached. A woman who remained a virgin. If you remain as a virgin the way God creates you until you get married, there are blessings, numerous blessings, bags of blessings attached to it. The marriage of a virgin and that of a woman who has deflowered herself and not sin. The blessings of that woman who stays as a virgin before getting married, or that man who remains as a virgin before getting married, is always different from that who made herself wayward. For different Dick and Harry, or him herself, him who made himself wayward, for different women to start pressing on him. You can retrace your step and ask for forgiveness before it's too late. There are prayers for sinners. There are prayers for those who have gone astray. There are prayers for those who have misused themselves, who Satan deceived ignorantly. There are prayers. Now, for example, the prayer for the sinners. The prayer for the sinners say, "Hear my cry, O Lord, and give ear to my cry. Do not be silent at my tears." Now let me tell you something. Sometimes tears are also prayers that travel to God when we can't speak. When you are weak spiritually, physically, and all you could do is just cry and cry and cry in sobering, those tears serve as prayers. They travel to God because you don't have the strength to speak. That is to say, no matter the sin that you must have committed, no matter how grievous it is, when you come back to God early and say, "Father, forgive me. I was ignorant to things that I did," He will forgive you because you are His child. But when you are hardened and say, "No, I want to enrich myself," the Lord said, Bible says, "Shall strength say by strength shall no man prevail." That's what He said. If you think you can enrich yourself because you are beautiful, because you are handsome, you want to become a gigolo, start sleeping with married women to extort them of money because you want to be rich. Let me tell you something. There are so many handsome men who Satan have destroyed their lives. You think it's every woman that is there who claim to be married that is a true human being? There are so many women who came from the pit of hell, from the marine kingdom, who came to settle down here on earth for their satanic mission, purposely for their mission. And the moment they sight a young man whom God has positioned to become great in life, they go after him. All in the name of relationship. And you, young man who is desperate to make money, you see them as an opportunity of you getting to where you are going to, not knowing that you will not get to where that place which you have envisaged that to get to. Rather, it's going to cut short your life. You think every man that is married here on earth that are real human beings? Most of them are satanic and demons, demonic angels who came to earth here and they pretend to be married. They got married to a real human being. Oh, even the demonic angels, a male and a female of them, so they can come to earth here and dwell in this earth. You see them as a married man and a married woman. You would think they are human beings. They are not. They are satanic angels who came to this earth for a mission. The woman will be sleeping around with different young men whom God has programmed to become successful on earth, while the man in question is also busy sleeping with different young ladies. Beautiful one whom God has also positioned, created to become great in life. So the mission for both of them is to condemn lives. Go to the hospital and see what is going on. There are so many lives lying down, lifeless, crying every day, regretting their actions. They are down with incurable illness. There are so many incurable diseases that Satan used to infect, destroy lives that God creates. You must be careful. Be very careful. Not all gifts that come your way that are real gifts. So do not accept them. Ask God to open your eyes to see the good treasure that He has kept for you. Ask God. Tell Him, Father, what do you have for me? God cannot create you and ask you to work for Him, to bring souls to His kingdom, and He will not leave you empty-handed. No, it's not possible. He will definitely create that part of riches and wealth for you, which you're going to have till eternity, till the end of time. Now look at Revelation 21 verse 4. It says, and God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. That is only when you give your life to God, when you come out from that sinful act that you have engaged yourself in over the years. So let me tell you something. You are a prostitute and you want to give your life to Christ. You want to come out from that sinful lifestyle of yours. God, that's only when this verse of the Bible can work in your life. Young men who turn themselves to become gay, bisexual, they call it gazing. You want to come out of it. Let me tell you, Satan has different ways to destroy lives. Different ways that you want to come out of it. That is the only way this verse of the Bible can work for you. Now let me tell you. Let me show you other thing. Psalm 56 verse 8 say, tears are prayer too. They travel toward heaven. I said it before. That prayers, tears, crying, their prayers as well. That is when you don't have the strength to speak. You can just be crying till, you know, in a sorrowful manner, in a more remorseful manner, because you are now regretting your actions, and God will hearken to you, to your tears. Now, let me tell you something of the story of the lady that I was telling you before. She was so beautiful. She was in the church working for God, but men from different angles started coming her way. And what happened? Satan derailed her from the path of God, and she became wayward. She started in the church sleeping with some men in the church. From there, she said, I am too beautiful. She said she's too beautiful to sleep with just one or two, three men. She became a full-time prostitute. Satan captured her body, started using her to do demonic exploits. After condemning so many souls, after sleeping with so many souls that God created, so many souls. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, young man. It's not every woman that offer herself to you sexually that you go into. Keep thyself until you are married. Sex is something that you will do till death when you are married. She started sleeping around. But when the time for Satan to be true with her came, they dumped her. And that was when her eyes became open. And her body was already destroyed, filled with different kind of sicknesses, incurable diseases. But God, guess what? God still have mercy on her. The mercy is this. She gave her life to Christ. She started preaching the word of God. But like I said before, that there are so many costly mistakes that will cost you everlasting tears and sorrow. She couldn't give birth to a child. She's childless as I speak to you. But God forgave her of all the sins she did because she went back to God. But there's one thing, which is barrenness. Because Satan have eaten all the seed that she's supposed to bring to earth. When you are committing abortion, Satan is the one is responsible by eating. He's killing all the seed that they are supposed to come after you. The children that you're supposed to bring forth to earth here, that's supposed to call your name mother or father, that's supposed to represent you, when you must have left the earth, when you must have done the work of God. Now you've left the earth. That seed or those seed that you gave birth to will not be the one to represent you here on earth, when you must have left the earth. But Satan knew that the seed that you're going to bring forth to earth, that great seed, that will even fight him tomorrow. What will not do? He will not direct your path to destruction, leading you into having serious sex that will start giving you untimely pregnancy. Therefore, you will not start aborting them. Every abortion you commit is how do I call it now? You have killed. You have committed a murder. You have killed a soul. But at that time, you are blind spiritually because Satan have captured you. Because he wants to make sure he destroy every seed that is supposed to bring to earth. And he will now seal your womb. That's his mission. Every young lady that is coming up today, please, I beg of you to keep yourself holy. Remain as the way God has created you until you find a man, a godly man that will marry you. It's not a bad idea for you to remain as a virgin until your marriage day. Keep thyself. Psalm 34 verse 17 says, the righteous cry, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. Psalm 34 verse 17. It said, the righteous cry. When you are righteous, if the devil wants to torment you, when you cry to God, the heaven will quake, and they will send down angels to devour every powers of the enemy that want to come their way. He said, when the righteous cry, the word, he said, righteous cry, and the Lord hears them speedily, and he responds to them. He said, he delivers them from all their troubles, whatever trouble, whatever form of trouble you are going through. Maybe you are going through financial trouble. You are going through whatever trouble it may be. God will hear you immediately the moment you cry, because you are working for God, because you are what? You are winning soul to Christ. The moment you cry, He answers you speedily by delivering you from every form of trouble, because He doesn't want anything to happen to you. Now, Psalm 32 verse 5, He said, I acknowledge my sin. Now, those that want to come out from sin that they have been into all this while, this verse is for you. Say, I acknowledge my sin unto thee, and mine iniquity have I not had.